Hey everyone, Aubrey here and welcome to another video. Today with a little bit more of a serious topic, we are going over the almost forgotten Mistweaver specialization. This video was made with two of the top Mistweavers on the European servers, Panzerhank and myself, but we've also asked many other Mistweavers what they think of these ideas and pretty much all agreed with them. So in this video we are going to point out these issues with the spec and how to fix them. These are quick solutions that wouldn't require much of work, and it prevents of going into a complete overhaul, which would be way too expensive and way too time intensive. But let's hop right in. To kick things off, let's start with the biggest issue of Mistweavers at the moment, and it's simply that they're dying way too fast right now. They're not built for an instant damage one-shot meta. The reason for that is that we lack proper defensive cooldowns, but in order to keep Mistweavers' identity, we don't want to just add new defensive spells, we want to keep the Mistweavers' preemptive playstyle. And in order to do so, we have a couple quick fixes that could really help the spec out. First up would be the return of Nimble Brew. This simply works as another trinket that Mistweavers need, as they are super squishy right now and can easily die in a stun without the enemy even using huge offensive abilities. So this would give Mistweavers more room to cycle through the enemy kill attempts, but still gives the enemy room to kill Mistweavers and try to look for these win opportunities. They should be kind of squishy, definitely, like Mistweavers should be kind of squishy as a downside to their mobility, but in order to have this kind of playstyle, they need an answer, and Nimble Brew would be the perfect one. This would make Mistweavers able to kind of survive on their own a bit more. Another change that could be really useful is to make Diffuse Magic, Dampen Harm and Fortifying Brew usable while stunned. This is also simply increasing the chance of survivability if a team decides to swap on you, so you don't instantly flop. Also, it should be noticed that dispelling buffs with Revival and Diffuse Magic shouldn't be specifying the monk as the invoker. Right now, for example, you could literally kill yourself if you play against a Shadow Priest or a Warlock when pressing Diffuse Magic or Revival. It shouldn't be working like that. It should be working like the healing spare that doesn't return the damage or the silence effect to the monk. But if that's all too much, an easy solution would be to just make the Mistweaver more tanky. Simply add another bonus to our mastery to decrease damage taken. Honestly, this is kind of boring and I don't really want to see this, but it should be noticeable as a quick little solution here. I really want to see the return of Nimble Brew, as this could really enhance the survivability of Mistweavers and give a lot more room for both sides here. Next up, Mistweavers lack utility and instant healing. In order to fix that, there are some solutions to it. So first up, the global cooldown of Snowing Mist must be removed in order to gain instant healing. This is an easy and simple fix that won't require another ability. And without an GCD, we can instantly cast Vivify and Enveloping. So that doesn't only fix the lack of utility side of things, so we don't have to add another defensive ability. This would also give us instant healing to survive in this meta. If that's not ideal though, we should have an instant healing effect to Renewing Mist in form of a legendary or baseline. This would definitely effectively change things as well, because Mistweavers are right now one of the only healer without a non-castable instant heal, so giving that initial heal to Renewing Mist could definitely help as well. On top of that, Jade Serpent statue should be baseline, and it also should be able to proc Gust of Mist, as it only heals for 8 seconds now. So it actually could out-heal some damage to help survive enemy kill attempts with a preemptive Serpent statue. On the utility side of things, one of our crucial movement abilities to cancel roll aura was removed for Shadowlands, so we need something else. Tiger's Lust is a great talent, but the range of it needs to be increased, so we can actually use it on our allies as well. 15 yards is way too short for that. Therefore, an increasement to 30 yards would be reasonable and give us a little bit more utility as well. On top of that, another easy fix would be to give the legendary Swift Shore Wraps an additional effect that breaks snares, so we can escape from melee chasing after you the entire game. Up next, and one of the most crucial points, is that Mistweavers simply do not have any buttons to track cooldowns. They are reliant to preemptively top your teammates with an enveloping mist or throw out a cocoon, which is way too small right now. On the other hand, it would be kind of boring to just give Mistweavers some sort of damage reduction ability, because then it would be too similar to other healers, and we want to keep the identity of Mistweavers. Mistweavers should be different, and in my opinion, an ideal way to solve this problem is to return back to the cheese-spam playstyle and add another ability, another hot that works kind of like Enveloping Mist, but instead of the healing bonus, it should give us a damage decreasement bonus. So damage reduction of 15% that holds up for 7 or 8 seconds. This HOT should be dispellable though, but with this we keep the preemptive playstyle which separates Mistweavers from all other healers to keep their identity, and at the same time give us a damage reduction effect. And at last, to make Mistweavers more fun again, they should give Mistweavers more damage to its melee attacks. It simply doesn't make sense that a melee healer that dies in an instant has the lowest damage output of all healers. If you wanna deal damage as a Mistweaver, it's super risky, as you don't have ranged attacks to help your team killing, so you have to get yourself into a really bad position to do so, and the worst part is, it doesn't even matter, you don't deal any damage in the first place. So there are some pretty simple solutions to effectively erase this problem. Giving Rising Sun Kick and Black Orb Kick simply more damage. An increasement of 20 to 25% should be good to make our abilities impactful and worth giving up our position for. There's currently only one healer with an interrupt, and that's Resto Shamans. Mistweavers used to have a melee kick as well, which makes a lot of sense. So please give it back to Mistweavers, as this is keeping the identity of being a melee ranged healer. This wouldn't give only more skill to the class in my opinion, but it also would remove the factor that Mistweavers are just standing back and casting Snooping Mist right now. So definitely a great idea. And on top of that, the Touch of Death's activation time should be instant for all specs. I don't know if it's a technical issue, but pre-Legion it used to be instant. Like the old Touch of Death, it was super instant, but yeah, right now it's like kind of a bit buggy and it doesn't really work as intended, I would say. Okay, so to recap all of this, these are obviously way too many changes, but we need some of them. If I could only point out 4 changes that I would go with, it would be the return of Numble Brew, Snooping Mist should be off GCD, a melee kick, and a return to that cheese-spetting playstyle with an extra healing ability with a 15% damage reduction HOT. That would be so much fun, and keep this preemptive playstyle once again, which is skillful and not boring. Right now this spec is just standing still and casting Snooping Mist basically, which nobody really likes. So please Blizzard, give the community some love here. There are many Mistweaver players out there that feel they are left behind, and also if you make Mistweavers viable, it's a lot more fun if many healers are viable and you don't see the same spec in every game over and over again. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and please let us know what you think of all these changes, and if you have any ideas that could help the spec out, leave them down below in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Peace.